Why beauty comes before technology. There is something that appears again and again throughout the history of civilization, yet we rarely stop to think about it carefully. The form of civilization has never been shaped by technology itself. What truly determines its direction is how an era understands beauty. Beauty is not decoration. It is a deeper principle of order. Very often, an era's aesthetic vision reveals its spiritual direction, long before its institutions, its technologies, or even its wealth do. If you look closely at the history of civilization, a clear pattern begins to emerge. Every decisive turning point is preceded by a shift in aesthetics. Ancient Greece used the proportions of the human body to understand the structure of the world, not because they were obsessed with the body, but because they believed the world had order, and that order could be understood. The Renaissance rediscovered light, perspective, and the spiritual presence of the human figure. This was not merely a technical advancement in painting. It was a declaration. Human dignity had returned to the center of civilization. In the 19th century, Russian realism turned its gaze toward the weight of the soul. Reality was no longer simply depicted. It was given moral gravity. And in the early 20th century, American realism emerged alongside economic expansion through painters like Sargent and Chase. Light and color gained a new sense of freedom. It was an aesthetic declaration of a new world. These movements did not arise in isolation. They were not individual choices made by artists alone. They were the natural result of internal forces converging within civilization itself. When social energy reaches a certain threshold, beauty becomes its most precise form of expression. Beauty reveals the depth of thought, and it reveals the strength of an era. So beauty is never simply about what is seen. It is about how an era sees itself. Beauty at its core is a structure. It measures proportion, scale, harmony, and tension. Through beauty, humanity confirms the existence of order. Through beauty, we recognize the direction of the spirit, whether it is the rational order of Greek sculpture, the soul-searching gaze of Russian painting, or the vibrant movement of light in American realism. All are answering the same question. In this era, where does human value reside? This is why beauty becomes the starting point of civilization. Because beauty determines how we see, and how we see shapes perception. Perception shapes thought. Thought shapes institutions. Institutions define an era. When a civilization's aesthetic capacity rises, its worldview tends toward balance, restraint, and depth. When aesthetic capacity declines, the structure of civilization begins to fracture. In today's digital age, this truth becomes especially clear. The speed of technology has surpassed humanity's ability to integrate it. What algorithms amplify is not wisdom, but the deepest structures of human perception. When technique is no longer scarce, what becomes scarce is how to see. When tools are everywhere, what truly determines direction is what deserves to be seen. Beauty, therefore, re-emerges as a dividing line, not a division of class, but a division of perceptual capacity, not a division of wealth, but a division of civilizational futures. Technology can replicate skill, but it cannot replicate feeling. Algorithms can distribute content, but they cannot replace judgment. Artificial intelligence can simulate form, but it cannot generate value, because value still arises from human perception, and the highest form of perception is aesthetic judgment. Across 7,000 years of civilization, Beauty has been the earliest language to appear, and the last to disappear. When languages collapse, when institutions change, when borders vanish, beauty continues to define humanity in a quiet but enduring way, because the essence of beauty is the union of order and soul. This is why beauty does not belong only to art. It belongs to civilization itself. And when we ask why beauty matters, the deeper question is this: without beauty, what remains of civilization? Beauty gives civilization direction. Beauty gives thought its measure. Beauty gives an era its breath. Beauty is not only the beginning of civilization, it is the reason civilization can continue forward.